You're listening to Focus on UNL, a public affairs presentation of 90.3 KRNU. I'm Johnnie Adcox. The University of Nebraska employs over 1,500 academic faculty members, but the university also employs many others whose efforts make everything possible. I recently sat down with longtime custodian of the College of Journalism and Mass Communications, Don Harris, who really seems to like his job.
We've become like a family, and not only family, but we've become like more like friends. You know, it's not just that we work with the faculty and the staff, but we've become friends. We can sit around and talk about just everyday life, everyday things, not working things. So yeah, I really like the environment.
Working at the university also means working around many different students.
You get to know them, and you sort of hate to see them go. You hate to see them graduate. You want to see them graduate, but at the same time, you're like, hey, why don't you stick around for another year or two?
Harris may enjoy working around so many students, but there is also a lot of hard work to be done.
When we come in, the first thing we want to do is try to keep the classrooms in order, trash them out. We want to make sure everything is sanitized, say like drinking fountains, the bathrooms, whatever. Keep objects out of the way, out of hallways, and just make it very presentable to the public.
Sometimes you have to take the good with the bad, and Harris's job is no exception.
The benefits are good, and like I say, working around some good people, but sometimes you get a little frustration, with management. Sometimes you wonder what exactly do they do, because it's a fact that we keep the buildings running, and management just seems to try to keep us running.
The custodial management really does expect a lot from the employees.
In fact, management looks at us as like custodian/security, and even the university police, they always ask us to, keep an eye out for, things and whatever, which we don't mind,
Weird or strange things can happen when you're working at night, and sometimes Don had to deal with unwanted guests or visitors.
About 3 in the morning, and I just happened to look over to one of the couches, and there's a guy sleeping on it. And I'm like, excuse me, what are you doing here? And the guy just jumps up and says, oh, the door was open, so I came in. Then he takes off running. He had hid out in the building before it locked up. He wanted a place to sleep.
This week on Focus on UNL, custodian Don Harris told us what working at the university has been like for him. I'm Johnnie Adcox, and this has been Focus on UNL, a public affairs presentation of 90.3 KRNU.